Welcome to Christ Community Church on this dark winter morning for this blue Christmas service. We can ask, why are we here? Christmas can be a painful time for some. It may be the first Christmas without loved family members who have recently died. It may be a time that has always been difficult. The constant refrain on radio and television, in stores and churches, about the happiness of the season, about getting together with family and friends, reminds many people of what they have lost or have never had. The anguish of broken relationships, the insecurity of unemployment, the weariness of ill health, the pain of isolation. All these can make us feel very alone in the midst of the celebrating and spending. We need the space and time to acknowledge our sadness and concern. We need to know that we are not alone. Our spirits sink as days grow shorter. We feel the darkness growing deeper around us. We need encouragement to live the days ahead of us. This blue Christmas service is a way to acknowledge the pain that the Advent and Christmas seasons sometimes ignore and sometimes cause. The emphasis on family, joy, giving, and good cheer can be difficult for those of us who have experienced loss of another through death, relocation, or broken relationships. It can be unpleasant for those who live with depression or other illnesses, those who have no jobs or little money for giving, and those whose addictions make the emphasis on parties very stressful. Today, on this Christmas morning, we gather to acknowledge our pain and to be open to a glimpse of the light of Christ. As we gather to worship in the darkness, hear the reassuring words of the prophet Isaiah in the time of our sorrow. God is with us. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. On those who lived in a land of deep shadow, a light has shone. For the yoke that was weighing upon them, and the burden upon their shoulders, God our Redeemer has broken in pieces. Let us turn our hearts and minds to the worship of our God. Pray with me. God of mercy, hear our prayer this Christmas season for ourselves and our families who live with the painful memories of loss. We ask for strength for today, courage for tomorrow, and peace for the past. We look for light but find darkness, for brightness but walk in gloom. Come, gracious God, come in quiet hope. Come in gentle assurance and tender mercy. Come with healing to make us whole. We ask these things in the name of your Christ, who shares our life in joy and sorrow, death and new birth, despair and promise. Amen. This reading comes from the book of Isaiah. It was written at a time when many of the people of Judah had been taken as captives into exile in Babylon, and were feeling crushed and without hope. Before I read Isaiah's words, locate a place within yourself that feels crushed and without hope. May these words bring comfort, hope, and strength to you, as they did to the captives in Babylon. Comfort, O comfort, my people, says your God. A voice cries out, in the wilderness prepare the way of the Lord. Make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be lifted up, and every mountain and hill be made low. The uneven ground shall become level, and the rough places a plain. Then the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all people shall see it together, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. A voice says, "Cry out." And I said, "What shall I cry?" All people are grass, their constancy is like the flower of the field. The grass withers, the flower fades, when the breath of the Lord blows upon it. Surely the people are grass. The grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God will stand forever. Lift up your voice with strength, O Jerusalem, herald of good tidings. Lift it up, do not fear. Say to the cities of Judah, "Here is your God." Why do you say, O Jacob, and speak, O Israel, "My way is hidden from the Lord, and my right is disregarded by my God"? Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. God does not faint or grow weary. God's understanding is unsearchable. God gives power to the faint and strengthens the powerless. Even youths will faint and be weary, and the young will fall exhausted. But those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint.